Hey everybody, David here, and today we are down at Snapper and we are going live whale watching. I can see straight off the shore now a couple of whales sitting out there, so hopefully they move in nice and close for us. So let's go looking for these whales. They're a couple of 100 meters offshore. I can see maybe 4 of them out there now. Let me know if you can see them out there, but they're just sitting out there, just off the shore. So we are down at Snapper and Little Marley and we are looking for the whales. There's a whale watching boat out there with them now. Hi everybody, thank you for joining. Today we are live whale watching. The other day we were down here and 2 whales were out there about 50 meters off the shore. They were that close to the surfers, they were nearly hitting them, and I reckon their stomachs would be nearly hitting the bottom. They were then that close and that shallow. So hopefully they'll come in again today, and I can see some whale ripples in the water. They put out a bit of a shine straight behind them when they surface. So I can see that there now. Just out there, I can see that ripple. Hey Art of War, how are you? Thank you for joining. I'm not working today, so hopefully we find those whales that came through the other day. Remember how close they came in? They were about 50 meters offshore. So we're just looking for them now. I can see the lines where the whales come through, and there's a whale watching boat straight out there. So we just look, oh, there it goes, right around the front now. So let's move down this way. There are a couple of whales going around Snapper Point. I knew I could see the line in the water. When they come up, they smooth out the water, and that's what I could see, and it's just going around the point now. Hello everybody, I'm trying to make my way around there, so if I missed your message, I'm sorry. Let me just have a look. The nearest art club, hello. Jarvie, hello. Matthew, this is Australia. Let's try and get these whales. This one is just offshore. Another beautiful day down here at Snapper. But this whale, if I can get around the point here and get it before it goes too far. There it is. 3 of them just there. So I'll get down onto the front rock here. Ouch. Ouch. These are sharp. Okay. We're just about here, guys. Okay. So they just came around the corner. Okay, let's wait for this whale to come up. Yes, Matthew, we're in Australia. Oh, that was a quick move around the rocks and over the rocks. We've also got a couple of young guys sitting straight out the front. So why haven't those whales come up? I can see their marks in the water. Okay, let's move down the front. Well, we're waiting for that whale to surface. Ouch. These rocks are sharp. Let me tell you. There's a couple of grommets sitting out there. Let's see if I can stand there without getting too wet. Okay, the whales just out there, but we have some young guys in here surfing in close. Look at this. Hey, they're having a ball, these young kids. They're catching, oh, there's the whale right there. Can you see the smooth water there? The whales are just, they're making that smooth water. So that's what the whales do when they come up. Hey Clovis, how are you? So we're just following these humpbacks that have just come around the front of Snapper. While we're waiting, let's just zoom out a little bit. Now there's some young guys just surfing here, what's called the backwash. So the wave comes in, it hits the rock, and they'll catch a wave in or out and get hit by a wave, the returning wave. Okay, this guy's going to catch the bash box. Here we go. What's this? Oh, there's the whale. Just blew. There it is. There's the whale, guys. There we go. I'm glad I didn't disappoint you, but the whales have just come up. There's a couple more coming around the corner, so we'll wait for them. And here comes. I'm going to move back a little bit so I don't get wet. It's just dry here, so I'll be right here. Watch these grommies here. There they are. They're coming in, they're going to turn, catch this backwash. You watch this young guy. And then yeah, these young guys are having a lot of fun in here. Here we go. Hey. Oh, there's a couple more whales just over here, guys. So just out there. There they are. And if you can see, you see that shiny water, that's where a whale's just come through. It puts out a really smooth trail right behind it. So that's how you know how to find the waves. You look for the blow when they breathe, and then you also look for the shiny bit of water. So just look around there, that's where that whale come, that shiny water. But how's the view today? Look at that for a shot. It looks beautiful, doesn't it? Well, Welcome everybody to the live stream. We are live streaming from Snapper Rocks, right on the border of Queensland and New South Wales in Australia. Oh, here comes, okay, he's going to catch this wave. Watch this. And I don't know why these young guys aren't at school, but they're having a ball out here. Here they go again. Ooh, here's the backwash. I don't know if you can hear the young guys, they're screaming and yahooing out there, they're having a ball. There we go. They really are having fun out there. But look at this view we got, guys. Hello, lava chicken, how are you? It's another beautiful day here at Snapper Rocks. We've just had a whale, 2 whales come in really close. And we're waiting for another couple to come around the corner. So that boat there is a dive boat, whale watching boat. And they've just moved in front of the whale. So what you do, oh, there's one just out there, just blue, there it is. So there's the whales out there. So those whales should come past here very closely, very soon. So just stand by. And we've got that view down there. I'm right on the front of the rock here, and I don't want to get a wave over the top of me. There's those whales. They're just hanging outside. There it is, just up there breathing now. Where are you? There it is. That's the whale there, guys. There it is, just came up. And the footage is a little bit shaky today because I just got out of the water and I'm a bit cold. Oh, sorry about that. There's the whales. Can everybody see the whales? Let me know if you can see them. There it is. Right in the middle, just there's a couple of them, there's about 5 out there, just there they are. Where are you? There it is. 2 whales just there. There's a couple in front, there's a couple behind them. So those, there they are. The other day I was working, but 2 whales came in that close. They were just about hitting these rocks. They were so close to the beach. I'll just zoom out, guys, and I'll give you a view. So we're now looking back. Beautiful day here, but that's looking back towards Kira, over the top of that lady in the red. That's Kira, all the way around. That's that rock in the foreground, just there. That's Little Marley Rock. And that's going around Tugun. And then that next little headland in the middle is Currumbin. And we'll go all the way up Palm Beach. That headland is Burleigh Heads. And Broad Beach and Surfers Paradise in the background. Oh, Oh, here comes a whale. It is 50 metres off the shore, guys. It's... Ah! That wave just broke straight over all my camera equipment. That's not good. Looks like I might be up for a new gimbal. That whale is just... that whale is just there. Again, 50 metres offshore. There it is. There it is, 50 metres offshore, guys. 2 whales. So we are in luck today. Those whales are so close. Come on, come up again. There it is. Come on, there they are. 2 whales right there. How cool is that? And, oh, there's another one in front. Turn. Oh no, my gimbal's starting to shit itself already. Just got a wave over the top of us here. And now the gimbal's not playing. Try and blow all the salt water off it. So that dive boat just there is putting people over the side now to swim with the whales. Can't believe. Okay, sun's coming out. There's the whale where it just came up. Yep, the gimbal has shit itself. Okay, so all those people are in the water now with the whales going past them. The whale must be coming straight out past them, and here comes a jet ski to wreck it for everybody. Okay, the whale just went. I just had to take it off the gimbal because the gimbal has shit itself for that wave. It just went over the top of us. But the whale is just behind that boat now. Okay, so all those people are in the water. They just jumped in with the whale. Sorry I'm having to handhold this, guys, but a wave just broke over the front rock here and went all over me and wrecked my gimbal. So I know what I have to get for Father's Day on Sunday. Brand new gimbal. There's a couple of whales out there. There they are. 2 or 3 whales just out there. It's just not my lucky day, is it, guys? Okay, I'll try and hold it there. Okay, I just shut the gimbal down. Okay, so those whales just came a couple of metres offshore. They were about 50 to 100 metres out off the shore here. And sorry about the shaky footage there, but I was just trying to fix my gimbal up. All right, so we got that view. We've got a couple of people out there surfing. Look at that. Is that just perfect? Okay, all those people have just jumped back in the, sorry about that. Let's have a look. So this is all going to be handheld now because my gimbal's just broke because it got salt water all over it. But this, I've always talked about the dolphin pool that used to be out here. This is one of the dolphin pools. This is as close as I can get, or far away as I can get. But this is where seals and dolphins used to live in here. You can see the concrete. So you can see that's how small it is, quite barbaric for the poor dolphins and seals. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right, I'll take you back and we'll have a look down this rock pool. We're going to even go for a walk through it. These rocks are so sharp. All right, look at that for a view. Is that just beautiful or what? So what we're doing, we're just going to walk around these rocks down here until the whales will come through. Okay, so there's people pointing again, so the whales are coming through again. Let's see if I can get my gimbal working. Nah, it's given up the ghost. Jeez. And that made gimbals the way they used to. One wave, one bit of salt water in it, and it shed itself. All right. Let's have a look at that. Look at that view. Oh, sorry.
All right. Oh, thank you.
So just let this girl go past. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So that wave over the top when I was watching that whales cost me about $250, guys, for a new gimbal I just have to go and buy now. That's fine. So guys, let me know where you're watching from and let me know if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I have no shoes on. I'm trying to support a camera, a phone, and keep steady footage, so everything's working against me at the moment. So let me just bear with me, guys. We'll just zoom back around. I'll just turn back around that way. Look at that. So we're looking up that There we go. Thank you everybody for joining in today to live stream. I was just standing out where those three girls are, and there was a whale just came around the corner and a wave broke straight over the front and broke over my gimbal and got salt water in the gimbal, and of course the gimbal's just gone and shit itself, so I'm now hand holding everything, so the footage could be a little bit Blair Witchy. I apologise for that. What we might do is go for a walk up this way. So this is where I'm walking. This is actually where the dolphins used to be in the porpoise pool here. So this was all the porpoise pool. So we might go for a walk around and go down towards Froggies. So the footage mightn't be that good because it's not on the gimbal. But I'm doing the best I can, guys. Note to self, don't put the gimbal in salt water. All right, how's that for view? So everybody, let me know where you're joining in from today, and let me know if you're enjoying it. I'm enjoying bringing it to you. I just love walking around these rocks, having a look through everything. So up on the headland there, that's the hill at Gimbal. That's the front rock. There's two young guys. Just a second, I'll put the gimbal in my pants. Okay, now I've got full hand. And there's two guys surfing out the front. What they're surfing there is called Froggies. Yes, there we go. Can you also let me know, can you guys hear me? Because I'm not getting anybody messaging me at the moment. So just please let me know if you can hear me at the moment. So there's two guys in the water. They're just coming around the front to have a bit of a surf. I'm just wondering, oh, sorry about that. Just wondering if the salt water wrecked my mic system as well, which will really suck. There we go. So look, it's looking really beautiful over here at the moment, guys. So I'll zoom you right out and we'll go over and have a look at that. Now there's a lot of people up on the rocks here, so I would say there are some whales coming through very close. There's a couple just straight out to my left. Again, sorry about the footage, but my gimbal just broke. So what I have to do, I have to walk up this rock wall just here. I might head off to the left a little bit. Ouch. Okay. So you zoomed out, so the rock hopping shouldn't be too bad for you. Okay. All right, I'm up. Those two boats out there, there's whales sitting out there with those two boats.
Well, so we go to trial next week.
Okay. Exploradora, how are you? Glad you joined us. Yes, we are at Snapper. So we were just watching a couple of whales come through. Exploradora, are you there? Can you hear me? Because I just had a wave break over the top of me and short out my... Hey, how's it going, human? What we've got, we just had some whales come straight through. They were about 100 metres offshore. And I was standing out on the front rock trying to get some good footage for you guys, and I wasn't watching, and the wave breaks straight over the top, and the salt water went straight into my gimbal, and now it no longer works. Thank you, Exploradora. It's good to know you can hear me. So yes, the gimbal has now been retired. So I'm walking and trying to keep it as steady as I can for you guys. So the other day, this was 15 foot underwater where I'm standing, and all the sand has come back. It's all starting to get pumped back. But what we've got out here are a couple of young guys. Okay, so this is the Snapper rocks from the beach. Yes, it is a bummer. Yeah, it's called Hardcore Exploradora, or Stupid, and I've got too much money and now I have to go buy another gimbal. But these young guys are surfing what's called the backwash. So watch what they're doing. The waves hit the rocks and then they'll catch a wave. They'll catch the wave back out. So these young guys are having a ball. Yes, it is a DJI gimbal, human. There they go, you watch them catch this wave, they're going back out to sea. Oh. So these young guys are having a ball. So they're actually surfing out to sea here. There's a whale just there. So there's whales everywhere here today, guys. There it is. Again, sorry about the footage. There's the whale, straight in the middle. You guys see that whale? Here comes another three young guys coming over. They're all coming around from froggies. Here they go, look at them. Look how far out he's gone. Hey! They're having a ball. Yes, it is a DJI Gimbal human. Will they give me a new one for free, will they? Please say yes. No, I didn't. No DJI refresh. I thought it's cheap enough. The refresh is nearly. Oh, here we go. Watch this young guy catch the wave in. And watch. Oi! Ha ha! Oh. These young guys are having a ball. Now another two are just paddling over. There's about 10 in the water out there now. I hope you enjoy watching the young guys surf. That backwash is pretty impressive, isn't it? Try and screenshot it when the wave hits and it just feathers up in the air. Okay, here they go, they're heading out. Here they go. Look at that. So when I was a young fellow, when I grew up at Currumbin, we used to do that at Currumbin too, straight off the front of Elephant Rock. And we had a big sand build up. Oh, to be that age again. It's quite impressive, doesn't it, when the waves hit? So it's a little bit cloudy down here today, so the sun keeps going behind the clouds all the time. All right, let's zoom out. We'll go for a walk around this way. So that's Frog Rock. That's Froggies from the front. A couple of nice high rises. Imagine retiring there and just living there, looking over the ocean for the rest of your life. But all this sand has come in the last, 1 or 2 weeks, because this was all washed out. And I don't know if you remember, but I was saying I haven't seen this in maybe 20 or 30 years here. There's a guy walking his dog over this way. Sun's coming back out. Let's zoom in on these young guys again. There you go. Oof, how's that backwash? Oof. Hey, big fella. How are you, mate? Look at the size of this dog. It's just come to say hello. Hello. You're a big bastard, aren't you? Look at him. How's that? Hello. Hey.
Hey! Stop jumping! Now come here! Stop it!
He's a big bastard. You all right? Yeah.
Play, you know?
Yep.
17 months old.
Oh, 17, just a puppy.
Yeah, that's why he's fucking carrying on.
Oh, I hate to see him full grown then. What is he?
American Bulldog.
Wow.
Good boy. Come on. Thanks, mate.
You all right? Wow.
Yeah, he's a friendly big boy.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's just a pup.
He must be 80 kilos jumping India.
No, he's only 50 something.
Only that. Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah. All right. Have a good day. Now, that was a big dog. He jumped straight into me. Nearly dropped me on my ass. I'm glad it was only a puppy. Here we go, look at that. Boom. The worst thing is, he hasn't been desexed, so I think he's going to be an aggressive dog when he gets a bit older, that thing. Yes, it would be human. So we got these young guys again. It's really that's no good. And I think a whale just came up behind these young guys, so we could get surfing and a whale all in one go. Yeah, that dog definitely didn't know its own strength when it jumped on me. Thank you, Exploradora. I thought the tide was going out. Looks like it's coming in where I'm standing. These young guys are ripping as well. So let's try and, I'll just try and video these for you. You can see how shallow it is. It's breaking around their, under their knees. How's the backwash? I'll keep following that backwash and you guys can screen save it when a good one hits. Be good to have my GoPro today and get out there with the young guys, get them to jump over the top of me. Here they go. Look at this wave. Boom. Few fun waves?
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah. Okay, there's a few boats hanging out the back there, so I'd say that's where the whales are. Here they go. What's this wave? All right. I'll just turn you around, guys. Look at that view. No footprints. One guy just walking out on his boogie board to go for a surf. All right. Let's try and get some photo opportunities. All right, look at that. Yeah, it's beautiful here. Hardly anybody around. Okay, we'll get the sky on the third. Bit of water, rocks. Nice colour in the rocks. Let's try and get up a bit closer to that. All right, there we go. Look down there. Look at that colour. Not having much luck with the waves breaking over the top. All right, let's shoot this way. There we go. Not as good a colour. We'll get this as a foreground. How's this? Yeah. Not as good as the other way. Let me come back around again. So there's the shark boat just out there. This is definitely the better way with that colour, and the rocks are pointing out to the front rock. So that looks really nice there. And we can look down the little hole. Some more rock. Now this is snapper. There we go. Here's these young guys. Phew. There's that backwash hitting these young guys. Right guys, just bear with me. We'll go for a walk up this way. We might go out and have a look at snapper again. So, hey Caden, how are you? Thank you for joining today. So we were out here looking for whales. 2 whales came within 50 to 100 metres of the front of the rocks there. Okay, oh, it's a survey boat. So now those boats are seeing how much sand they need and how much sand they can steal from Fingal, which is on the other side of the Tweed breakwall and where I come from. So that's not good. They want to take sand again. Okay, here comes a little wave for the boys. Boom. Oh. Now, I don't know why these young guys aren't at school yet. What's the time? 9:35 on a Friday. It's no school holidays. There's no public holidays. So I think they must be having a flex day. Boom. All right, let's go back up on the rocks, guys. There'll be a couple of nice rock pools up here we can go and have a look at. But I've come out here and I've done a lot of photography here in the mornings. Look at that down the middle. So you got that down the middle, you got the young guy surfing in the background. So what I'd say has happened is, if you ever watched the movie Finding Nemo, they were talking about the EAC, or the East Australian Current. I think the EAC has moved out to sea a little bit, and that's why the whales, oh, how's that backwash? That's why the whales are hanging out a little bit, because the EAC has moved out. So the EAC is actually a real thing. Here we go, look at this. Oh, smashed. And it moves in and out all the time. So it moves in close to shore, then it moves out, further out to sea. When we were staying at Byron, the National Parks and Wildlife Ranger was actually showing us the line. You can actually see the EAC from up high on Byron Bay. Here we go, what's this? All right, some guys on the left here just jumped into a rock pool. So I'll let you have a look at these people up here in their retirement homes, having their cup of joe, as Human says. Someone once called... Ah, yes. Yes, it also gets the Formula One crowd as well, Human. When this place is on, there can be up to 300 to 400 people in the water, and that same amount, 300 to 400 people walking around. So what you do, you catch a wave, and then you walk around. Once you've come down past Greenmount, you get out of the water and then walk back to the point. So it's just a constant flow of people walking. Ow, 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 these rocks are sharp. So this here, oh my God, these are so sharp. That young guy just jumped into that pool there. How good does that look? Beautiful down here today. And ready for the shaky footage. I'm walking again. Ow. Oh, things to do for you guys. Look at that in there. Just picture perfect, isn't it? So I could actually, whether I want to or not. Okay, so there's that dive boat again. That dive boat just there. A whale came, a whale came around the corner, or two whales came around the corner just before, and that whale watching boat put everybody in the water, and the whales swam straight past them. Now that would have been something. Here's a young guy paddling for a wave. No. So there must be a whale coming in. There's a couple of whales out to my left, but they're out a long way. So let's go back to the view, guys. So I'll just look down into this hole. Look at that. You can actually think I'd like to live here. All right. Oh, there you go. That's beautiful, isn't it? Well, everybody that's watching, thank you for joining the live stream today. This live stream cost me a lot of money. I had a wave break over the top of me and put salt water in my gimbal and ruin my gimbal. So please, can you please at least like and subscribe to this today, just to try and make up for my lost gimbal. That would be much appreciated if you could do that. And I do live streams 3 to 4 times per week, sometimes even more, because I just love doing this. Look at this, guys. Stunning footage. And look at this little rock pool down here. And we've got all the people up on the rocks watching. And even look at that. And this used to be all the dolphin pool here. Jack Evans porpoise pool it was called. Look at that. Thank you, human. I'll pin that comment. Thank you very much. And that backwash is still having a great time out there. And now there's 2 guys out there surfing it. Body surfing. And all the surfers, let me just spin it around. All the surfers have gone out here to surf froggies. So I've actually been in the water. If you look at some of my videos, you'll see I did a YouTube water video from there, and there were some hot surfers out there. So have a look, go back through my videos, guys, and have a look at that. All right. So give me 2 minutes. I'm going to walk across these very sharp rocks. So bear with me with the Blair Witch video. All right, I'm making my way through the sand. Oh my God, these rocks. You wouldn't believe how sharp those rocks are. And then when people get flogged on these rocks, they just lose so much skin and blood. Yeah, you just get flogged if you get flogged on these rocks, that's for sure. All right. Looking up. Thank you, human. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed and hit the like button today. All right. Ooh. Okay, so this was the walkway into the porpoise pool. Thank you, Explorer or Dora. So there's the top of the wall, looking out to Snapper. So let's walk along here. All right, people here, so we'll just go around them. Again, sorry for the footage. All right, we're back on the wall. So that's the holes we were just down at. There's the young guys out there surfing froggies, and there's looks like a guy out there with a water camera. All right, we'll swing back around. Look at the view. That's looking out to Surfers Paradise. Again, the best place to see Surfers Paradise is 50 kilometres away. There we go. Look at that. I'll just jump down, guys. Get ready for the footage. Ooh, ooh. Look at that. Just picture perfect. Yep, I'm going back down the rocks. I don't care about my feet. There's a few people around today. I don't know. Don't know if it's a school holiday or something. All right, have a look at that. Look at that. People enjoying this place today. And there's a whale straight out there I can see. I'll just zoom out it, guys, and I'll walk up this concrete path here, which will be a bit softer than the rocks out here. It's amazing. Fingal's just down there about, or the headland's about 8 kilometres away, and how different the rock is. Wow, look at that. Another picture perfect shot. What I might do, is go down and walk straight up the middle there in the water. The gimbal's rooted anyway, so what does it matter? All right, let's walk out the front and down the rock pool, guys. Again, look down there. All right. Ooh, that rock moved. How can 1 ton of rock move under your feet? Again, I hope the footage isn't too shaky for you today. But I have to go home and get my other gimbal. Luckily I've got 2 more at home. But Right, this was the good one I just bought. The one that you can, DJI, where you can lock it on a subject and just walk and the gimbal will follow it. And that's now sitting in my pants pocket, frozen from salt water going into it. Who would have thought that electronics don't like salt water? I've never heard about that. All right. Ooh. There we go. Now we're looking straight up it. So let's go for a walk through this rock pool. Look at that. So it doesn't get much better than this, guys. So go up the end here, we'll have a look. So I'm in the water now. I'll just take the gimbal out of my pants, just in case I can chuck it in the rice. Look at the colours in this water here. Look at that. That would just be beautiful. I wish my daughter was here. We could have gone for a swim in there. Stunning. Few fish in here too. Don't know if you can see those fish just there, just really small ones. They're only a couple mil. Wow. Thank you, Dora. It'd be good. What I'm going to do is buy a waterproof iPhone case and then actually jump in the water. I won't be able to talk to you. It doesn't really make any difference. High tide, low tide, just beautiful. High tide, you'd have a lot more water washing up here, but low tide, you've got the, there's the fish. Can you see them? There they are. Yes, and the water's so warm. All right, let's look out. So that's looking out the keyhole. Look at that. There we go, look at that. So we can actually go for a walk out this way and we'll walk out to the surf. So we've got one fisherman up there. Having a bit of fun. All right, let's keep going out to the surf. So it's that small that they're actually just standing there waiting for the waves at the moment. So this is where you come out when you want to go out to the surf at Snapper. You just walk straight through here and then you jump in where that wave's just cracked and then you just paddle out to the right and then you're in the lineup. So there's all the surfers. And that's looking back at snapper. From the waterline. All right, back up on the rocks. So you can, right, look at that. Surface in the background. Coming around, that's Burley. Snapper rocks in the foreground. All the guys out there surfing. Nobody works here anymore. That's the high rises of Kira and Coolangatta. Greenmount Headland. All the way around to Rainbow Bay. And then back to Snapper. All right, let's go down and get some more photo opportunities, guys. Because the whales aren't playing at the moment. Like I was saying, I think the East Australian Current, or the EAC, has moved out to sea. That's why we haven't got too many in close at the moment. There's a heap out wide. Oh, oh, ah. There we go. Look at that view. Surface behind. Go to the next one. All right. And what I'm going to do now is go for a walk down to the Little Marley, which are the rocks just off to my right. Those ones just there. That's all Little Marley. So we'll go for a walk down that way. See if we can find some nice rock pools there too. People setting up their gazebo for the day. People sunbaking, families here. Huggy Bear, how are you? Good to see you again. Haven't seen you for a little while. We're just going to make our way down to Little Marley Rocks here, guys. The sun's just coming out. The conditions are perfect. Oh, and there's a whale just there. Two whales in very close. Come on, come back up. There it is. There's the whale there, guys. So we might go back up on the rocks at Snapper. I'll just zoom out and not make it Blair Witch. Yes, I'm trialling different times. So I did that one the other day when I was working, and I got 760 views in about 15 minutes at about this time. So I thought I'd do one then, and then I was going to try another one a little bit later. Oh, there's that whale. It is very close. Let's get up on the rocks, guys. Okay, that whale is right behind those surfers. Here comes a boat to scare it, typical. So you can see where the surfers are. These boats just don't have a clue. So the whale usually goes to the bottom after hearing that. There's a couple more. Right, you can see that yellow can, there's the whales there. Right behind that yellow can, if I can see it. And where's the one that's in close? So it looks like he scared that whale and it's gone down deep. Alright, let's just follow a surfer while we're waiting. So small they can't even get the waves on their mouths today. Hello Matthew, how are you? Huggy Bear, we're at Snapper Rocks on the south end of the Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. I can't believe that boat it's just scared that whale, it was just there. This is where you need the waterways here. Go and find them. They're supposed to stay 100 metres away from them. Ouch, I'm standing on a sharp rock. Now I think I can see where the whale has been. There's a yellow can straight out behind that guy. So I think it could be coming up around there, guys. So when the whales are moving, when they're close to the surface and when they come up, they actually put like a silky sheen on the water. So that's how we can tell where the whales are. And that's gone straight past that baited hook just out there. I did, that's good. I'm glad you saw it. Oh, there's one there. Let's look at this one. It wasn't scared. This one's coming straight at us. Okay, just to the left of them. Okay, there's a male here paddling for that wave. All right, let's go back around to this whale. I'll just zoom out a little bit for you. Ah, that's good to know. I'll try that. I might come back out at 1 o'clock today. I've only got to work tonight. That'll be fine. Okay, where's that whale gone? Was just there. Let's zoom out and get the view, guys. And also, as soon as I zoom out, the whale will pop up. But look at that, guys in the water. No sharks today, Eddie. Thank you for joining. Hopefully we don't see any sharks here either. All right, here's a wave. Let's watch this. Young guy paddling for it, and he's missed it. Another guy down the line a little bit. There he goes. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you for subscribing, sir. All right. The whale's not coming up. That boat definitely scared it, so we're going to make our way back over to the rocks straight in front of us, which are called Little Marley. Okay. So these rocks right in front of us are called Little Marley, and they're just 100 metres to the side of snapper. So when snapper's breaking properly, this is actually one big wave, one long wave that runs all the way down past Greenmount onto Coolangatta Beach. All right, this guy looks like he knows how to surf and eat shit straight away. Sorry for the Blair Witch, guys. Okay, we've got some kids playing on the sharp barnacled rocks. They're going to cut themselves to pieces, and then Mum and Dad will have something to do this afternoon. The brother's leading and the sister's following. There we go, so that's Little Marley rocks. All right, there's a wave. This guy knows how to surf. There's a barrel, and it shuts down in front of Little Marley. This is where the sand's all congregating, so that's where it shuts down a bit here. Sorry about that. There we go, that's better. Macon, Stell, how are you? Thank you for joining. Beautiful. All right, we've got a couple of guys going out for a surf. There's that from an iconic shot. Snapper rocks, two guys paddling out. Thank you, human. All right, let's just go for a walk around this way a bit. There we go. I'll stop the Blair Witch. I'll go home and I'll get a I'll get another gimbal. If you were watching before, a wave, I was standing out on the rocks watching the whales come through, and a wave broke over the front rock, and then salt water went all over my gimbal and destroyed it. So expensive. All right, look at that. correct, human. Perfect information. Is that all online? Look at this little beautiful little rock pool. Wow. There's nothing you can't find out online, is there? All right, let's look up here. The little rock pool up there. Yeah, so we had a large cyclone in February, and we've also had a couple of large low pressure systems. So you've got all the rocks here. That's Greenmount in the background, Greenmount headland with the Norfolk pines on it. Look at the colour of the water today, guys. All right, let's go up this way. All right, should be a nice little shot. So looking straight out. Let's put a bit of zoom on that. We can get surface in the background as well. There we go. Father teaching his daughter to surf. Beautiful. We'll put in, see if you can get me another DJI gimbal. What do you think the water temperature is? It's about 21 degrees, I think, at the moment, Huggy Bear. Very warm. But that's a great little father-daughter thing there. She'd be having a ball laying on there and playing with Dad. At least all the clouds have moved away. Zoom back out. Look at that. Wow, how's that? I said 21, it's 21.66. I was 0.66 of a degree out, but it definitely is warming up. Not that it has got much colder. Look at that, some rocks under the water. All right, a couple more rocks over here we'll go and have a look at. They've actually got the flags up today. The surf is so small. They don't usually put the flags up here because they'll never stop the surfers going through the flags. Ah, that little girl caught a wave right into there. So that would have been fun. I missed that. All right, a couple more rocks to look at. All right, guys, we'll make our way back up this way. If you missed it, we had the whales come through this morning. They were very close to shore, so when this uploads, please replay it again. It's right at the start of the video that the whales came through. So you'll be able to see the whales, and I did one 2 days ago, and there was a whale even closer, or two whales even closer. They would have been 50 metres offshore, so please have a look at them. Yeah, if you like watching whales, and have a look at that. Like I said before, please consider liking and subscribing if you're enjoying the content. Thank you for everybody who has liked and subscribed, now and in the past. Thank you for returning viewers. Thank you for all the new viewers today. Thank you to the wonderful human for all his moderating. He's more of a fact finder. Ah, that's good to know. Yeah, human's more of a fact finder. We don't have too many trolls on this channel, which is nice. Everybody seems to be very respectful on this channel, which I appreciate. Okay, here's a guy taking off, cruising down the line. Well guys, that's an hour and a half. Thank you for joining me, and I will be back in 3 hours. I'll try another live stream then, so hopefully everybody's all still awake. We'll give that a go. Hey human, thank you again for everything you do. Thank you everybody, and I will see you at 1 o'clock my time. Bye.